Hi, welcome to another edition of the Daily Record, Sports Insider. I'm sports editor Aaron Dorksen.
And I'm sports writer Andrew Vogel.
And with the day after the election, let's get to something less controversial, Andrew, that everyone I think can agree on is supporting our area sports teams in the postseason. We're down to just two football teams, Andrew. Norway, 11-0, defending state champs, is going to take on Youngstown Liberty, a 9-2 team, in a Division IV regional semifinal at Uniontown Lake. And also we're going to have 10-1 West Holmes. They're going to take on perennial state power Steubenville. The Big Red, 9-2. That's going to be a Division III second-round game played at New Philadelphia. We also have two state volleyball teams, Andrew, Orville and Central Christian. What do you think about their matchups and the seasons they've had?
Well, I mean, Orville has a record of 21-7 on the year. They've won 12 straight games. They really have turned the corner in the second half. This is going to be their first state semifinal appearance since they made it back-to-back years in 03 and 04. It's going to be the first Final Four appearance under head coach Sarah Kuczynski. She was an assistant when they made it in back-to-back years. And Orville's had some really talented teams in years past. And this year's team is talented, but the difference has been that really they've got some defense. And they're relentless. Kuczynski has said that it may not be her most kind of pure volleyball talent-wise, it may not be her best team, but that this team has a determination and that kind of it factor that really gets you playing in the second week or first week of November. So, and for Central Christian, 26-2, they have actually won 23 straight games, and great season for them. Sid Mast is their Division I signee, 6'1". She hits the ball real hard, as does McKenna Granger. And they're going to be playing in the Division IV state semifinals. They will play Beaver Eastern, which is undefeated, on Friday. And Orville will play Columbus Bishop Ready, which is 19-8. They will play them at 6 p.m. on Friday.
Well, Andrew's had some really good coverage in the Daily Record all week, and we'll continue to have more coverage. I've always said that if you're going to pick one sport in our area on a state level that's the most dominant, it's arguably volleyball. Every year they seem to have one or two teams in state. You know, they're battling for state championships. So Andrew was at both Orville and Central Christian, along with our producer, director, videographer, Dan Starcher. So let's take a listen to some of the comments from the players from these state-bound volleyball teams.
Maggie DeVault and Riley Scott, from Orville, and two of the senior captains for the Red Riders this year. Really, you guys have had some good seasons. What's made the difference this year in getting to the third state Final Four in your school season?
I think we might not have the talent, like the big talent like we've had the past years, but I think just knowing that we might be small, but we're also like mighty, and like our bond together, like I think that's definitely like something that we all are compatible on the court, and that lets us do our jobs.
Yeah, like I feel like our bond is the main thing, because we all have different roles and we know what our roles are, and we have different talents, and we're like a really athletic team. But I don't think we're as athletic as some of the teams in the past. But we put it all together well, and we work really well as a team on and off the court. So I think that's it.
How much has defense played a role for this team?
A lot, especially because of our height. Like we're not the tallest team, and we need to realize, we realize that. And like Riley's like our best player, but we need to be behind her in Trinity and defend her, and we've been doing pretty well with that.
Yeah, and if I know that I don't get to the spot I need to get for at the block, I trust my players and my defense, and I know that they're going to be there if I don't do exactly what I need to do on the court.
Maggie, Riley, and the rest of the Riders will play Columbus Bishop Ready at 6 p.m. on Friday in the state semifinals in Dayton. Record, I'm here with Melissa Clark from the Twin Rangers, Sarah Miller, and Sid Mast. The Comets last Saturday defeated Tusky Central Catholic, a team that they lost to in 2011 in the regional semifinals, and Tusky Central Catholic had been to the state semifinals 3 or 4 times. What was the difference last Saturday, girls?
I think the difference for us was definitely confidence. Last year, if we would lose the first game, we were kind of done for, but this year we know how to come back.
What does this team that is 6 seniors, how exciting? Central Christian is one of the smallest schools in the county. You are
exciting because we're so tiny and people don't expect it, but we've been working hard our whole lives for this opportunity, and that's what makes it special, and to do it together.
Well, that was interesting to hear that, Andrew, some of the comments from the teams, just two really determined teams. What are you looking at down at State? Who's the favorite, and what do you think our team's chances are?
As far as Orville goes, they're going to play a team in Bishop Ready that is actually really similar to Orville. They've got a record of 19-8, so they've been through some battles that actually they won their 5th set of their regional final 15-13. So just like Orville, they've had to play a tough schedule, and they don't have anybody that's like, I think their tallest player is about 5'11". So looks like two similar teams, and so it really should be a good matchup. As far in the other Division III semifinal, it will be Miami East, which has a record of 27-1, against Bloom Carroll, which has a record of 24-3. That game will be at 4 p.m. And in Division IV, after Central Christian plays Beaver Eastern, which is undefeated. So that tells you something. But once you get to this stage, every team is good, whether you've got 1 loss or 3 losses or 5 losses. And for Central Christian, it starts with Mast and Granger. They are the power hitters. They are what have gotten them there. And really, the biggest thing that Central Christian has is that they have people who are going to be able to finish, and that has to hold true on Friday. The other matchup is Marion Local, which has a record of 24-3 against New Washington Buckeye Central at 26-2, and they will play at 2 p.m. following Central's game.
Well, thanks, Andrew, for the insight on the state volleyball. We'll be back with special guest Mike Plant to talk playoff football after this. And we're back to talk playoff football. Mike, we were both at the Norwayne game, the rematch with Northwestern. The Bobcats took it 48-7. That was actually closer than the 64-0 game. I think everyone would agree Northwestern played a lot better. That game was only 14-7 at the half, 21-7 at the end of 3, and then the Bobcats put it away with 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Trayvon Berry had a pick 6 at the end of the first half. Richie Smith probably would have got a game ball if we gave those out. He had 2 touchdowns, 8 catches for 111 yards. He also ran for 67 yards. John Zimmerly continued his record-setting ways, nearly 200 yards. But I think this game made a lot of people focus more on the defense because it was so close early, and really respect the fact that, hey, Norwayne has a great defense as well.
Yeah, we talk Norwayne's offense all the time, but I think last week, really the last 2 weeks, really all season, I mean, you really have to appreciate the job the Norwayne defense has done, giving up less than 8 points a game, Aaron. And last week, of course, in the big 48-7 game, you mentioned Trayvon Berry's interception that gave Norwayne the halftime lead. And then Mitch Canarium capped off the scoring.
Canarium, delirium.
Yeah, there was delirium after Canarium picked off
He has like
pass.
8 picks this year.
Yeah, and ran it back for his, I think that's his 3rd interception return for a touchdown. So they had 5 interceptions in the game, including one, the rare lineman's dream, as Zach Wyman had an interception. Returned 2 of those 5 picks for scores. Real quick, a couple other guys on their defense. Devin Sickle, you don't hear about much. John Zimmerly's was an All-Ohio defensive end last year, having another big year on that side of the ball too, Aaron. He's got 17 tackles for loss. Devin Sickle on the other end has 10 tackles for loss, and they both have 67 stops on a season. Wrote a story earlier this week on their 4 linebackers who produce game in, game out, including All-Ohio candidate Chad Reed, a first-year starter at inside linebacker. Weinman, Cody Scruggs inside, and their defensive backs, they've got 21 interceptions on the season. So, you know, we hear all the time about their offense, but their defense is putting up just as big of numbers on that side of the ball.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to Northwestern. People need to remember they were only 3-7 last year. They turn around, get to the playoffs. They had the misfortune of drawing the defending state champs. For them to suck it up after the 64-0 game and come out and try that hard, I just think they didn't quite have enough offensive playmakers, Mike, because I was talking to John Curtis, the defensive coordinator. Defense can only hold Norwayne so long, but a lot of those good players are back from Northwestern, so memorable season for them. Now, West Holmes, our other area playoff team that's still alive, they also had a close game. It was 7-7 at the half against Wintersville Indian Creek, but just too much firepower and strength on that West Holmes team. The great run attack. Lane Perrone had just under 200 yards, and it's just been a team effort. It just seems like this is a team of destiny. They've been waiting for this class to come up, and now they're going to get into a tougher level with Steubenville, an all-time area state power. Mike, Steubenville's played for 6 state titles. They're, when you think high school football in the state and mid-sized schools, they're an all-time power. What can you tell us about this year's Big Red?
Well, there's no question that Steubenville's a perennial state title contender. They have 3 state championships. Not real as explosive as they normally are on offense. Of course, they play a brutal schedule that includes Massillon. They have a tailback who was originally a fullback, Deshaun Redman. He's got around 900 yards. Quarterback Corey Stinson's throwing for 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. They have pretty good size up front. I think really the tail of this game, Aaron, will be up front. Defensively, Steubenville is only allowing 189 yards a game, including 60 yards a game on the ground, which West Holmes makes its living running the ball with Lane Perrone and several other guys behind a pretty good offensive line. Coach Kevin Maltrich, that's their MO. They want to run the ball. Steubenville does an excellent job of stopping the run, so that's going to be the game within the game, I think, Saturday night. Friday night, Norwayne real quick, they'll play Youngstown Liberty. Youngstown Liberty 0-10 last year, Doc. Got a new coach this year, 26-year-old Brian Jones, and he has a little running back, Sharon Walls, 1,800 yards, 24 touchdowns. Kid's 5'7", 160, but his coach said he gets through the hole and runs downhill. He'll run people over as well as make a miss. Last week, Aaron, 321 yards and 6 touchdowns in their playoff opening win over Streetsboro.
Yeah, he's going to be tough to stop. Kind of interesting. Youngstown Liberty, they last played an area team, Orville, and Tim Hiller's senior year, and that Coach Jones you just mentioned was the quarterback back then for the Leopards, and Hiller wound up breaking his collarbone, and then Youngstown Liberty won that game, or else I really think Orville would have won. And the Steubenville West Holmes game, they played in 1999, and the Big Red won something like 21-10 or something like that. So a little bit of a revenge factor too for the area at least. So I also want to give a quick shout out to Hillsdale and Loudonville. They made the playoffs. They took tough opening round losses, but congratulations to them on good seasons as well. And
I think in those 2 cases, and with Northwestern, as you mentioned, a lot of young talent, so we're looking for bigger things for them next year. That'll wrap up this edition of the High School Sports Insider. I'd like to thank Andrew Vogel for sitting in. Wish him well this weekend at the state volleyball tournament. And we'll see you next week. Hopefully we've got some playoff football winners to talk about here on the Daily Records High School Sports Insider. Thanks for watching.
So long.
I'm Megan Brenner. I'm a senior and I'm outside hitter at DS.
My name is Riley Scott and I'm a senior middle hitter.
Hi, my name is Hannah Platt and I'm a senior setter and outside hitter.
My name is Trinity Hall. I'm a freshman middle hitter. My name is Noelle Hartman. I am a junior and I'm the libero.
Hi, my name is Allison Cliven. I'm a sophomore and an outside and right
Okay, whoever went after first.
Hi, my name is Leah Harrington. I'm a sophomore and a defensive specialist.
Whoever went after.
Hi, my name is Lauren Wright. I'm a junior and a right side.
I'm Megan Duvall. I'm a setter and I'm a senior. Hi, I'm Christy Worthinger. I'm a junior. I'm an outside hitter and a defensive specialist.
Stacey Koblenz, and I'm a sophomore, and I'm the libero, and I'm excited to be going to state.
Hi, I'm Cindy Mass. I'm a senior and I'm the middle hitter, and I'm excited that my last 2 games of my senior year will be at the state finals.
I'm Ella Spittler and I'm a sophomore and I'm a right side hitter, and I think going to state is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm really excited to be doing it with these girls.
I'm Sarah Miller. I'm a senior. I'm a middle hitter, and this is something we've been dreaming of since middle school.
Letitia Bauer. I'm a sophomore, and I played defensive specialist, and I can't wait to go to state with you.
I'm Natalie Swift, and I'm a sophomore, and I'm a right side hitter, and I think going to state is a great opportunity.
Hi, I'm Melissa Nussbaum. I'm a junior, and I'm studying, and I'm excited to go to state my junior year.
that good. Hi, I'm McKenna Granger. I'm a senior and outside hitter, and it's our time now.
I'm Marissa. I'm an outside and a DS, and this is something we worked for since day one, and it's great to see it become, like our dream become reality.